Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Elizabeth Doroba. Police in Hazleton are searching for a stolen vehicle. According to Hazleton City Police, officers were called to the area of Carson and 12th Street on Sunday, February 2nd, around 2:45 p.m. When they arrived at the scene, officers learned that the owner of a 2012 Dodge Avenger had left his car running to warm up and had returned to find the car missing. Through obtained video footage, officers discovered an unknown suspect walking south on Carson Street, wearing an oversized winter coat with the hood up and light-colored pants. The suspect came up and observed the vehicle before opening the driver's side door. According to the video footage, the car then traveled north. Anyone with information on the missing vehicle or the suspect is asked to contact Hazleton City Police at 570-459-4940, extension 223. A man is facing charges in Wilkes-Barre Township after police say he assaulted an officer. According to officials, police were first called to the scene at the Dream Girls Gentlemen's Club on January 31st around 1:30 a.m. for reports of a disorderly patron who refused to leave the property. Upon arriving at the scene, police say the individual was identified as Brandon Frisbee of Exeter. When officers attempted to make contact with Frisbee, they say it was apparent that Frisbee was highly intoxicated. Police say Frisbee became increasingly combative and resisted arrest, biting an officer's thumb and refusing to release his grip. The officer was later transported to Geisinger for medical treatment. Police say Frisbee continued to resist officers and prison staff even after being taken into custody. He is currently behind bars at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility for lack of his $25,000 bail. PennDOT has announced an upcoming Real ID Day in Hazleton. The event will take place at the Hazleton Driver License Center on Monday, February 10th. During the event, staff will be on hand from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to help residents apply for a Real ID. Getting a Real ID remains optional in Pennsylvania. However, a Real ID or other form of federally acceptable identification, such as a passport, will soon be necessary to board domestic commercial flights, visit a military base, or enter certain federal facilities. PennDOT officials say the event will help ensure customers in the Hazleton area are able to obtain a Real ID prior to the May 7th enforcement deadline. To obtain a Real ID, residents are required to show proof of identity, such as an original birth certificate, show proof of Social Security number, such as a Social Security card or W-2 form, show 2 proofs of current physical Pennsylvania address, such as an unexpired driver's license, vehicle registration, or utility bill, and show proof of all legal name changes. For additional information, you can visit pa.gov and search Real ID. The enrollment period for Troop N's 2025 Camp Cadet program is now open. Camp Cadet is an annual program designed for kids ages 12 to 15 where they can learn about Pennsylvania State Police in an atmosphere similar to an actual state police training school. The camp runs for 6 days from July 13th to July 18th at the Penn State Hazleton campus under the direct supervision of state and local police officers. We spoke with Troop N Public Information Officer Trooper Anthony Petrosky to learn more about the program.
Camp Cadet is a 6-day-long camp that teaches your kids about the Pennsylvania State Police. It is an academy-style camp. There's a lot of structure, a lot of discipline, and they get to see and do a lot of things that most kids will never get the opportunity. Camp Cadet is a one-time opportunity for kids to have to go to this camp. I highly suggest it. It's very challenging, but very rewarding. Kids will get to understand what it's like to be a Pennsylvania State Trooper. They'll work out in the morning. They'll have to make their beds, clean their rooms. Yes, that's right, parents. I said that. They have to make their beds and clean their rooms. This is an awesome camp that will teach them discipline, self-respect, and teamwork.
Anyone interested in attending Camp Cadet can obtain an application at any of the Troop N State Police stations in Hazleton, Bloomsburg, Lehighton, Fern Ridge, and Stroudsburg. The application can also be found at troopncampcadet.com. Applications will be accepted through April 4th. Coming up on WYLN News, Congressman Rob Bresnahan announces upcoming office hours in Luzerne County. Plus, the American Cancer Society is selling daffodils to support local cancer patients. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, the region's only nationally ranked hospital. We turn setbacks into comebacks one movement at a time. Learn more at lvhn.org/ortho or 833-LV-ORTHO.
Hi, my name is Melania. Tomorrow is going to be cloudy.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. Free delivery and removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices. Stop in to one of our 2 locations, Route 93 in Nescopec,
Or downtown Hazleton.
and see why Northeast and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome back to WYLN News. A woman is wanted by the Columbia County Adult Probation and Parole Office. Kristen Widow stands 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighs approximately 120 pounds. She's described as having blonde hair and blue eyes. The public is advised to not approach or attempt to apprehend this individual. Anyone with information regarding her whereabouts is asked to contact the Columbia County Adult Probation and Parole Office at 570-389-5650. Congressman Rob Bresnahan has announced upcoming office hours in Luzerne and Monroe counties. In a press release, Bresnahan said he will be hosting office hours in collaboration with State Senators Lisa Baker and Rosemary Brown during the first 2 weeks of February as he works to set up individual offices throughout the 8th Congressional District. During the office hours, constituents will be able to receive assistance with federal programs and agencies. The office hours will be led by members of Bresnahan's district staff and will run from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. The Monroe County office hours will be held at Senator Brown's office, located at 2398 Route 611, Suite 201 in Scott Run on February 6th, 11th, and 13th. The Luzerne County office hours will be held at Senator Baker's office, located at 22 Dallas Shopping Center Memorial Highway in Dallas on February 5th and 12th. According to a press release, Bresnahan is working on opening his own district offices in Scranton, Hazleton, Forty Fort, and Scott Run. For additional information, you can contact Bresnahan's office at 202-225-5546. The Greater Hazleton unit of the American Cancer Society is selling mini potted daffodils. The daffodils are $10 each. The money raised from the sale will support services for local cancer patients. To order, you can call Jane at 570-947-3266. Money and orders are due by Wednesday, February 19th. Checks should be made payable to the American Cancer Society. The daffodils will be available for pickup on Friday, March 21st at the First Presbyterian Church in Hazleton from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. The church is located at 201 West Broad Street in Hazleton. Wyln is bringing Hazleton area basketball into your living room this season. You can catch the Hazleton area boys basketball team on Thursday, February 6th as they take on the Dallas Mountaineers at 7 o'clock p.m. Watch the games live on Wyln or watch them anytime on the Wyln TV 35 YouTube channel. Coming up on Catawissa's News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Port Carbon Part 2. Plus, we discuss the snow bans in Hazleton on this week's segment of Police Talk. And stay right here on Wyln. We'll be right back.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
For many years, Dr. John Degenhardt has been a beacon of hope and healing in the Hazleton community. As the founder of Degenhardt Chiropractic Health Center, he has dedicated his life to improving the well-being of countless individuals through chiropractic care. In this special episode of Let's Talk Chiropractic, we will revisit the inspiring stories of several of Dr. John's patients whose lives have been transformed under his care.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to BruxNightGuard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's BruxNightGuard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
When the Civil War broke out, many of Port Carbon's sons eagerly volunteered to fight the Confederacy. Mayor Ross Bull's son Thomas was among the recruits from Schuylkill County that joined the First Defenders, the initial set of volunteers that would join Northern ranks. And when the First Defenders arrived at the Capitol and were greeted by the President, Thomas Bull would be the first one in the party to shake Abraham Lincoln's hand. Other Port Carbon residents, however, would remember the war afterwards with more sorrow. Of these, none would feel more grief than Agnes Allison, who had 6 sons. 4 would serve in the war, and all 4 would be killed in action. John Allison would die on May 3, 1863 at Salem Church. Alexander Allison died 2 days later from wounds suffered at Crampton's Gap. George Allison died at Spotsylvania on May 23, 1864, and James Allison was killed in action at Bethesda Church a few days afterwards. The brothers were buried in separate cemeteries, but they are reunited in text on a monument built over their mother's grave in Port Carbon's Presbyterian Cemetery. Once the war ended, Port Carbon returned to normalcy. The following decades would be mostly calm in town. By then, numerous churches had sprung up, each one serving a different ethnic group out of the many that by then called Port Carbon home. St. Paul's Evangelical Lutheran Church, the Methodist Church, St. Stephen's Catholic Church, Grace United Evangelical Church, and the First Presbyterian Church were just a few of those that offered services for the faithful in the community. While not all the churches still stand today, their spirit of God's compassion still permeates modern-day Port Carbon. In the 1890s, the rise of the trolley would reach Port Carbon as well. Town Council in 1891 granted the local Pottsville Electric Railway Company the right to build their tracks into the borough. The line would be built over the bridge from neighboring Palo Alto and down Cole Street, then turn onto Pike Street to Market Street. Later, the line would extend east toward Tamaqua, and ultimately to what was then Mauch Chunk. Trolley service in Port Carbon would last until 1931, when buses would take over the routes, although trolley tracks would remain visible in the streets for some time afterwards. As the trolleys rose in prominence, automobiles first came upon the scene as well. Among those who noted their rise was Robert Allison, who owned Port Carbon's Franklin Iron Works, which made mining machinery. On a trip to Cleveland, Allison met with Alexander Wyln, owner of the Wynton Motor Carriage Company of that city. Wynton took Allison for a ride in one of his new cars, impressing the latter enough to declare that he wanted to buy it. He wired Wynton $1,000 for the car, which was the very first automobile ever purchased in America. Wynton shipped it by train to Pottsville, where it arrived on April 1, 1898. Allison then drove the car, which had 1 seat and was steered with a bar rather than a wheel, back to Port Carbon. He would subsequently drive it down to Philadelphia, a trip that took 3 days and was hampered by a lack of gas stations along the way. Allison had to buy alcohol from drugstores along the route to keep going. He would buy other cars over the following years as well. Robert Allison's original car would eventually be displayed in the Smithsonian, and then by Cleveland's Crawford Auto Aviation Museum.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Welcome back to Police Talk. I'm here once again with Public Information Officer Jessica Sirkin from the Hazleton City Police Department. How are you?
Good. How about you?
Good. So we're in the middle of winter. It's getting cold. Might get some snow. Yes. We just wanted to remind our viewers about how the snow bans work in Hazleton.
So snow ban in Hazleton is the side of the street that you can park on for that season. So there's red, yellow, and blue signs. They'll tell you the dates. So I believe it's November 1st. Through March 31st, and then that's when snow ban is in effect. Now, when there's an active snowfall, the vehicles need to be moved away from the signs that you're not allowed to be parked at anymore.
So for this season, you would want to be parking on the side with the blue signs?
It should be the blue sign, yes. They'll say on the bottom, November 1st of either even or odd year through March 31st, even or odd year. So you follow what it says on the bottom of the sign to be able to know what side to park on.
Awesome. And that's to allow our plows to get in? And
it's for the safety of our plow truck drivers, yes, because the streets in Hazleton are somewhat narrow. That allows us to go through and clear out a roadway so that not only the plow trucks can get through, but emergency vehicles also, whether it be fire trucks, EMS, or police.
Awesome. Anything else people should know about it?
Yellow is always no parking. Don't ever park on the yellow sign side during November 1st to March 31st.
Gotcha. So lots of good information. So be sure to keep track of those signs. You don't want to get a ticket. And we'll see you next time on Police Talk.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.